Hello everybody, this is lesson 3 of unit 1. It's called the cell. Before we know what is meant by the cell, what is the definition of the cell, we should know that any living organism exists in the whole world. It may be a multicellular or a unicellular. Again, أي living organism موجود حوالينا. Maybe a multicellular ممكن يكون multicellular or a unicellular. What is the meaning of multicellular? Multicellular organism, it means a living organism made up of more than one cell. يعني it's a living organism بيكون more than one cell. Like what? Like plants, like animals, even you, like humans. So you and plants and animals are a multicellular organism. Why? Because our body, it consists of more than one cell. So what is the meaning of a unicellular organism? It means a living organism, but it consists of only one cell. Only one cell, a single cell. Like what? Like bacteria, yeast, fungus. So again, unicellular organism, it's a living organism, ده كائن حي, consists just from one cell, not more than one cell. طيب, examples of unicellular organism: bacteria and yeast, fungus. Yeast, fungus, it's meaning الخميرة. So they are two examples of unicellular organism. أخذنا أول lesson في digestive system that any living organism consists of what? Systems. And each system consists of organs, and each organ consists of tissues, and each tissue consists of what? Cells. So at this slide, we just refresh our memory that a multicellular organism consists of systems, and each system, it's made up of what? Of organs, and each organ, like organ like stomach, like heart, it consists of what? Tissues, and each tissue consists of cells. So نرجع لموضوعنا الأولاني, the title of lesson 3, the cell. يعني إيه cell? What is the definition of cell? We have two definitions of cell. Definition number 1, we know it from the first lesson. It's the building unit of living organism's body. يعني إيه cell? The building unit of living organism body. طيب, the second definition, its meaning, it's the unit. It's the unit of a structure and function of living organism. So again, we have two definitions of the cell. Number 1, its meaning, the building unit of living organism's body. And it's the unit of a structure and function in living organism. At this slide, again, repeating the same information, that the human body, any body of living organism, consists of group of systems. Example of system: digestive system, nervous system, reproductive system. Each system made up of what? Group of organs. Organs like what? In human, like stomach, like liver, like mouth. In plant, organ like what? Like roots, stem. طيب each organ consists of what? Made up of what? Group of tissues, and each tissue consists of cells, symmetric cells, similar cells. At this slide, it's like a questions. Give one word, write the scientific term, define. لو جه قال لك write the scientific term, space is a group of organs that work together. Sure, it's system. لو جالك سؤال define the system, you will say it's a group of organs that work together. Okay. Gap. What is a group of tissues that work together؟ ايه مجموعة التيشوز that work together؟ بتجيب لي طلع لي ايه؟ قال لي organ. طيب لو جه لي group of cells، مجموعة من السيلز work together. work together دي لما اجمع مجموعة group of cells شبه بعضها symmetric cells working together, it will need what? tissues. هنا برضو what is the definition of cell? Is the building unit of living organism. عكس السؤال and say what is the right the scientific term. Give one word. Is the building unit of living organism. انت هتكتب the cell. طيب if you say what is the definition of animal cell, it is the same definition of the cell but just changing. Instead of living organism, write animal body. So say it with me. We know that the cell is the building unit of living organism. What is the definition of animal cell? It is the building unit برضو of what? Of animal body. طيب what is the definition of plant cell? Is the building unit of plant body. Just changing animal body, plant body. So it's the same define, it's the same sentence, only that change animal body or plant body. So we know that any living organism may be a multicellular or unicellular. Examples للمulticellular, plant, animal, and humans. Okay, plant. On any plant body consists of systems. Each system consists of organs. Organ consists of tissues, and each tissue consists of cells. So, what is the plant cell? It is a building unit of plant body. طيب هنعمل بقى ايه؟ هنشوف السيل. What is the components of a cell? السيل دي جواها ايه؟ قال لي plant cell جواها contain 6 components. The first component of the plant is the cell wall. The cell wall. What is the function of cell wall? قال لي it supports the plant cell and gives it a definite shape. يعني بيعمل support للplant cell وبيديها a definite shape، الشكل الثابت بتاعها. يبقى أول حاجة في plant cell is the cell wall. طيب the second component of plant cell is chloroplast. What is a chloroplast? What is the function of chloroplast? قال لي chloroplast exists in plant cell. موجود في plant cell. الفانكشن بتاعته it make the food of the plant. So it make the food of plant cell by process called photosynthesis process. Again, the second component of plant cell is chloroplast, or another name للchloroplast green plastid. بتعمل ايه الكلوروبلاست في السيل؟ ايه الاستفادة؟ The function of chloroplast it make the food of plant cell. ازاي بتعمل food؟ by process it's called photosynthesis process. The third component of the cell, of the plant cell, is nucleus. Nucleus is a very important component of any cell, of plant cell. Why? Why that nucleus is so important? What is the function of nucleus? قال لي it organizes بتنظم all biological operations, all biological process inside the cell. يبقى كل biological operations organized by what? Organized by the cell, the nucleus. So it has another function. يبقى النيوكليوس عندنا ليها two function. Function number one, it organizes all biological operations inside the cell. The function number two, it makes cell division, responsible for cell division, مسؤول عن cell division, انقسام للسل. So again, nucleus عندها two function, organize all biological process inside the cell, and it's responsible for cell division. It makes cell division. The first component of plant cell is cytoplasm. Cytoplasm, the function of cytoplasm help in biological operations. The biological operation اللي كانت بتنظمها النيوكليوس بتساعدها السيتوبلازم. يبقى السيتوبلازم help in biological operations. The biological operations occur in it, بتحدث فيها. يبقى كل البيولوجيكال operations اللي يحصل لها organization by the nucleus بتحصل فين؟ occur in what? In the cytoplasm. فنركز، جه قال لنا في سؤال all biological operations occur in it، نعرف ان انا بتكلم عن cytoplasm. طيب لما اجي اقول لك all biological operations organized by it، يبقى انا بتكلم عن مين؟ nucleus. طيب السيتوبلازم بيبقى حاجة liquid سائل كده، not something solid, so we called it liquid fluid, fill space in the cell. The fifth component of plant cell is plasma membrane. The plasma membrane, it surrounds the cell and control the substance that enter and leave the cell. يعني ايه؟ قال لي the fifth component، خامس component عندنا في البلانت سيل لقينا في حاجة اسمها plasma membrane. ايه البلازما membrane؟ قال لي it surround the cell، بتحيط the cell and control، بتتحكم the substance، control the substance who enter the cell and who leave the cell. مين يقدر enter the cell and which substance will leave the cell. The last component of plant cell is sap vacuole, and there is no function of sap vacuole. مش عليكم يعني الترم ده. This is a picture of plant cell under microscope. Again, we are saying that, we are mentioning that the plant cell consists of what? How many components? 6 components. Component number 1, cell wall. Cell wall. أهو. Cell wall is the outer membrane that surrounds the cell from outside. From outside. The second one, cell membrane or plasma membrane. Plasma membrane, it surrounds the cell but from inside. So again, there is 2 things surround the cell. From outside, the cell wall, then from inside, the cell membrane. After the cell membrane, we can see the cytoplasm. It's this liquid. هو الليكويد الموجود جوه السيل، هو ده السيتوبلازم. طيب we find a big organelle component موجود في السيل كبير كده شوية، هتلاقوه غامق. This is the nucleus. هي دي النيوكليوس that organize the cell division all biological operations. And there is a chloroplast, we can see it, and a big vacuole, it's called a sap vacuole. This is a picture of plant cell under microscope. Again, we are saying that, we are mentioning that the plant cell consists of what? How many components? 6 components. Component number 1, cell wall. Cell wall. أهو. Cell wall is the outer membrane that surrounds the cell from outside. From outside. The second one, cell membrane or plasma membrane. Plasma membrane, it surrounds the cell but from inside. So again, there is 2 things surround the cell. From outside the cell wall, then from inside the cell membrane. After the cell membrane, we can see the cytoplasm. It's this liquid. هو الليكويد الموجود جوه السيل، هو ده السيتوبلازم. طيب we find a big organelle component موجود في السيل كبير كده شوية، هتلاقوه غامق. This is the nucleus. هي دي النيوكليوس that organize the cell division all biological operations. And there is a chloroplast, we can see it, and a big vacuole, it's called a sap vacuole. It's another picture of plant cell. We can see cell wall, plasma membrane, cytoplasm, the nucleus, and there is a chloroplast and sap vacuole. So we have 6 components inside the plant cell. Number 1, cell wall. 2, plasma membrane. 3, chloroplast. 4, nucleus. 5, cytoplasm. 6, sap vacuole.